All right. Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Daily Vibration. So, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say welcome back. My name is Kamoy, and we're doing the Daily Vibration for today, October 5th, 2021. Keeping in mind that energy is fluid. So, whenever you click on this video, or this episode on my podcast, you want to go ahead and keep what you need, leave what you don't, shelf what you don't understand in case you got to circle on back, to gain a little enlightenment. Now, let me just also let you guys know. So the podcast version of this daily vibration is going to probably be a little different than the live feed, because I'm not doing a dual recording today. But the message may be similar, around the same, because the energy is the same, right? So welcome. We have ruling number of the day is going to be the number 2. Okay, it's the master number 11 in the date today, but it's ruling number 2 when you reduce that down to a single digit. So that's harmony, that's balance, that's things come into alignment. That's also duality, so let me share this with you guys. So yesterday I was pulling out of the driveway and I noticed there was a dead frog in the driveway. And then today, as I came back from getting coffee, I noticed that there was a dead snake in the driveway. So there's, now, I'm very aware and very familiar with how the process of, life and death work. Or to me, it's really death and life, because you have to die to something before you can be born. So there has to be a death of something, right? So the sperm dies to itself, and then it gives itself to the egg. The egg dies to itself and becomes an embryo. The embryo dies to itself and becomes a fetus. So there's a process where in every step of life there is an evolution, or like a evolvement process, and the old has to die. So the old you, or the old thinking, or the old way has to die. So when I began to really tap into what the meaning, spiritual meaning, occult meaning, or maybe even metaphysical meaning of the snake and the frog, I began to take a look at this metamorphosis that I've been going through. So I really just want to share with you guys, right? If you've been in a space where you have not been allowing yourself to think in abundance, whether that's abundance in love, whether that's abundance in joy, whether that's abundance in money, whether that's abundance in health, right? If you have been walking around and you have been looking at your world like, whoa, it is me, you are in the season now where it is time for you to change that. And if you are not embracing that you are a co-creator here in this realm and this planet, what you're going to begin to see, is that you are given power for events in your life that you do not want to experience to unfold, okay? So it's important for you to understand that you are a co-creator. You are a co-creator. Okay, you are a co-creator. You are a co-creator with your thoughts. You're a co-creator with your emotions. You're a co-creator with your actions also, right? So there is a formula that we all are, a process that we all have to go through in this realm, and nothing outside of this realm gets away from this process, right? And this process includes the 4 elements, and this 4 elements circles right on back to the 12 zodiac, right? And those elements are the elements of air, the elements of water, the elements of fire, and the element of earth. And each one of those elements within it has a whole nother level of categories and vibration and frequencies when you can tap into and utilize for your best experience here right now. So some people think about hell as being this place that you go to when you die. No, hell is the reality that you create for yourself when you choose not to embrace your power, when you choose to give your sovereignty away, when you choose to give the power of co-creating away. That's when you create hell. You create hell when you don't think you have enough. You create hell when you don't think you're worthy enough. You create hell when you think nobody loves you. You create hell when you don't think the universe wants to bless and give you beautiful things. You create hell. Let's even take it the word bless, right? Because, sometimes even if you're going by what the word bless, if we're even going to break down the word bless, that's like be less, right? So let's talk about what is kismetly yours to have. Let's talk about the sovereignty that you can walk around with. And I'm talking about spiritual sovereignty. I'm not even talking about, like a physical sovereignty. First, it starts with spiritual sovereignty. And spiritual sovereignty says that you have the power, right, to experience whatever it is you want. If it's money, if it's love, all of that is your birthright. All of that is your birthright. Okay? So we're going to jump in to the message for the 4 elements today, because one of the things that I share with you guys is that you are not just responsible for mastering your sun sign, aka the month that you were born. You're also responsible for mastering all 12 aspects of the zodiac wheel, right? So if you look at your birth chart, you may have position in all of those wheels, right? So you're responsible for mastering all 12 aspects of the zodiac wheel, because they're aspects of yourself, and each one of those zodiac signs represent a energy pattern that you can grow from, learn from, gain abundance from. It's really up to you, okay? And there's no outrunning it. There's no changing it, okay? They're there. This is something collectively that we all deal with. The energy emotionally changes every 2.5 days with the moon, right? So we're going to start off with the wonderful air energy, because we're on Libra season, right? So air energy is going to be Libra, is going to be Aquarius, and it's going to be Gemini, right? So if you're not a Libra, an Aquarius, or Gemini, this can be applied to your thinking, all right? Your intellect, all right? This is your mental and your spiritual thinking, all right? And the message today, you have the 3 of Swords showing up in reverse as the overall energy. And with the 3 of Swords showing up in reverse, I want to say this energy is you choosing to forgive and maybe walk away from something. The 3 of Swords energy is also like your solar plexus energy. So this energy could be either someone is dying to their ego and being able to learn from the painful situation that they may have gone through. This can be someone maybe not feeling as confident, because they're walking through that aspect of forgiveness. The 3 of Swords energy gives you an opportunity to walk away and gain freedom, right? Gain freedom from that painful situation that you may have had to experience recently, or maybe in the past, right? Now, I want to say this because this message came out last week too. The same card came out last week, supporting this 3 of Swords energy, right? And I want to say, with this 3 of Swords energy, although things are painful and it hurts, you're still in a place where you don't want to hold on energetically to anything that's burdening you. Swords energy represents, once again, your thinking. This is your intellect. All right. So how are you thinking? The 3 of Swords is saying be open to forgive. Be open to master yourself with the solar plexus energy. Supporting that energy from the vortex is our opinions about our children can influence their behavior. And we went over this last week. Remember, we talked about children does not necessarily have to do with the physical child. Your children can be your thoughts, right? Your children can be the emotions that you give to your thoughts, right? So you are constantly creating energy. So we're not just looking at it in the aspect of physical children, because some people may not have children. But you need to know that your thoughts produce things, right? And your thoughts are your children, okay? So today is saying have your thoughts and your opinions, right, about your thoughts, right? Know that they're influencing your behavior. Know that the way that you feel and the way that you think influence your behavior, your actions. Okay, remember I said that we operate in the 4 elements all of the time, right? So your thinking can produce an emotion, or your emotions can produce a thinking. Those two can work vice versa, okay? Which is then going to produce an action, and that action is going to produce a physical outcome, a physical manifestation. Okay, so you need to know that we're not in a place energetically, right? We're not in a place energetically where you can just not be about your growth anymore. You're just not. I mean, you can, but you're not going to be able to get what you need. Okay, so be mindful of that. Okay, so yeah, your thoughts, aka your kids, they definitely can produce a behavior in your children. And for some of you, if you have children, you need to watch your behavior with your children. Your children are an example of how you communicate. Your children are an example of how you do things. Your children are an example of you. Okay, so be mindful of that. Okay. Now, moving on to the wonderful, wonderful water energy. If you're a water sign, that's going to be Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. If you're not a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, you can apply this to your emotions. This is your feelings. How do you feel about this, right? This is how you are going to apply this message if you're not a water sign. Ten of Cups is showing up here, and this is all about your happiness. This is about you being able to feel joyful, feel blissful, about the relationships and the things that you want to do, the things that you're aligned with, okay? This is also solar plexus energy, which is about confidence. This is about self-discipline and self-mastery, okay? So today, paired with that, paired with the Ten of Cups energy today, which is about your happiness, your wishes fulfilled, you walking into your truth about the abundance that's there for you that nobody can take away, is saying, causing pain for others will attract pain to me. Causing pain for others will attract pain to me. So know that you got to be the thing that you are trying to attract. You want to attract love, be that love. You want to attract abundance, be that abundance. Now, keeping in mind, abundance in the spiritual realm doesn't really have anything to do with money. The money is just a side effect of abundance, all right? So gain your spiritual abundance and watch the side effect of that, aka the money, all of the good things that you want, watch that flow in. But first, deal with you. Pain, right? You will have to watch that today emotionally, especially when it comes to deal with your happiness. Knowing if you're moving by causing pain for other people today, you are attracting that pain to yourself. You need to know that today. So how you moving emotionally today is by being mindful of how you move and how you treat people. Are you moving and responding in your pain? Are you moving and responding because you feel irritated or aggravated today? Right? How are you moving in your thoughts? Understanding that your thoughts fuel your actions and your feelings, or vice versa. Okay? So when we're moving on over to the wonderful, wonderful earth energy, we're going to be dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. If you're not a Capricorn, a Taurus, or Virgo, you're going to apply this message to the physical realm. This is the practicality, and this is the organization realm, the physical manifestation realm, okay? Now, your message today is the Devil card, which is actually Capricorn's energy. And this is codependency. This is anything that's keeping you stuck. This is anything that's in your way. This is anything, for some people, this could be some type of addiction, okay? Whether you're addicted to shopping, whether you're addicted to eating, whether it's some type of substance, whether you're addicted to gossiping, whether you're addicted to negativity. Some people are addicted to something. Now, this is the Sakura Chakra energy. But when Sakura Chakra comes into play, this has to deal with your emotions, your relationships, and the changes that needs to happen within those relationships. Where is your codependency lying? Where are the things that are binding you today in the physical realm? What things are you codependent on in the physical realm that you may need to take adjustment and look at, right? And supporting that message is, I must focus on wanted to manifest wanted. I must focus on wanted to manifest wanted. So if you're focusing on not wanting and not having something, right, then you're going to experience not wanting and not having something. But if you're experiencing the wanted, that's because you're focusing on what's wanted. So much times we go in life and we think about why things can't happen or how things won't happen. How about you experience it from the end, it happening? Stop trying to figure out how it's going to happen. Sit in the why it needs to happen. Sit in the beauty of how it feels to happen, right? So today in the physical realm, you watch your codependencies. Watch the things that you are codependent on in the physical realm, and know that focus on wanted is going to attract the wanted. So what is the wanted that you're focusing on today in the physical realm, right? Remember, your thoughts and your emotions are going to produce an action that is going to produce a physical outcome, okay? Now, moving on to the wonderful fire energy, which is going to be the action part of your energy. This is going to be Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you're not an Aries, a Leo, Sagittarius, apply this energy to the realm where you got to take action. This is a physical movement, the action that may need to be required, the steps. Nine of Wands is showing up here and saying that you going to have to persevere. You will have to push through some things. You may not feel like it. Some days you may not emotionally have the strength, okay? Those are the days that you're going to have to push yourself anyway and tell yourself how to feel. Okay, do not fall back. Keep pressing, keep pushing, keep going. That is what it's saying today in your actions, right? Nine of Wands. Keep going, keep persevering. Once again, Sakura Chakra energy, emotions, relationships, and the change that needs to happen. Some of this may be change that needs to happen in your relationship. And the message today is, I have the power to direct my own thoughts. Come on now. I have the power to direct my own thoughts. Now remember, your thoughts produce your actions. And today is telling you, persevere. Right? And the message is, you got the right. You got that right, right? To direct your own thoughts. Not only do you have the right, you have the power. So how are you moving in your power today? How are you moving in your power? All right? It's okay for you to check on the people, but the first person that you must check on this journey is yourself. All right? Okay, so let me just remind you guys, I am live today, Wednesday, and Thursday. So it's pop-up Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. You want to go ahead and set your notification button because you don't know when I'm going to jump on, okay? I am going to be doing live tarot readings, and we're going to be tapping into the energy. I'm also live on Thursdays on Clubhouse in the 1% Change Room at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, doing Manifestation Thursdays. And then you can find me Thursday evening in the Universe Soul, right? So it's Universe Soul, SOUL Healing Club. I'm there on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. for the I Am My Own Guru conversations. And then I'm back with Sam again on Friday nights at 10 p.m. in the Universal Healing Club at 10 p.m. with Sam doing relationship chronicles and spiritual conversations. So you guys need to join us. We're going to have a good topic this week. I'm excited, y'all. Okay, y'all. Y'all know the deal, okay? You want to go ahead and do something kind for yourself. You want to love yourself, right? Try to do something kind for somebody, especially if they don't deserve it, just because you can. Just because you can. Now, if you can't, don't, if you can't, don't. But if you can, just go ahead. Do it. Why not? And I also want to say, don't be afraid of the dark, because out of darkness comes enlightenment. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, my loves. Bye.